Welcome back, everybody. Today we're back at it. All aboard Manure. So enjoy. Another cold day. We got another cold snap coming through, which is nice. It's about 25 degrees out roughly. So this morning everything's pretty froze up solid, grounded, so we can get out in the field and start hauling more manure. What you got here is these are our piles. They kind of accumulate throughout the winter. That's a big snow pile back there covered in stalks, but we usually can't get into these until spring. Since it's been a really mild winter, not much snow, we're able to get into them in February. So we're gonna get a big chunk of this taken out as much as we can until the ground starts warming up today. We don't want to throw mud everywhere, so we quit. If it's still froze, we'll keep on going. good things about getting all this manure hauled out of here now is when we start calving here, starting in March. It's going to be a little bit easier on the cows and the calves, regardless of what the temperature is outside, and it's just the terrain for the calves will be a lot better when they're newborns, not tripping, not in deep mud, not in the water. Usually we got layers of snow and ice in between the stalks and stuff. This year they're a lot smaller. Usually they're probably twice as high as they are right now by this time of year, with the snow and everything that gets in there. But this year is pretty good. They're smaller. We'll probably have a good chunk of this out here today before it gets muddy, and through tomorrow. We'll find out. So yeah. Hauling manure out on that, what we call our grub land. Maybe another video I'll explain that to you. But this is in last fall videos I had when I was combining. This here is the field where I had the little tiny corn, you know, about a foot tall. So we know most of that was because of the drought, not enough rain last year. But we rarely haul any manure out on this, so thought it would be a good idea this year to get out here and throw some on it, because since we didn't get any stock on it, get a little bit more organic material on this field, help it out, and some more fertilizer. Even though we know it's sandier ground and it was really dry, but this last year. But yeah, that's the field that we're in the haul. Probably everything we have up there is going to come on this field if we can get to it, or this bean field we haul on every year. We go if it's soybeans or corn, we haul on this because it's real close to the yard. This always yields really good, so I wonder why. But we're gonna try to get as much out here as we can on that whole piece, on that grubland piece. So yeah, just to share that with you. Also, you look back there, that top beater running pretty true now after we got it fixed. Got it bent back. It's running pretty smooth. I've checked it a couple times, making sure we don't have any bolts after we took on all the flanges for the bearings and everything. Everything's looking pretty good. Nothing to now just keep an eye on it, make sure everything stays tight. We don't want that falling off while we're hauling. So in between loads, every couple I've been checking, making sure everything's still tight. So everything's running smooth, running good, no noises, no vibrations. So everything's going pretty good, knock on wood. We're gonna change our route out now. We're getting way too much mud on the road, so we're now gonna move out into the field. There's the field right behind the yard here, where we're gonna be. And it's a little rough still, but we're getting it. So we'll just start going out here until we can't go anymore. Fast. So we can only haul for so long out on the road. Going down the road, we start getting, once everything starts thawing out, now we're picking up some mud, sticking to the tires. We don't want to throw that all over the road. So it's kind of just the nice thing to do. There's some guys that don't care and they'll just load it up. But most farmers, if there's no other way to get to the field except down the road, you've got to get it done. Most of the time you'll get another guy with a skid loader or some other broom attachment and keep the road clean after the tractors go down the road, throwing mud all over the place. But we're not in that big of a hurry, so once it starts coming off on the wheels down the road, we stop and then we can just haul on it for field. So we do really want to get most of it on there if we can, so we'll start going at it again tomorrow morning when everything's froze, until the sun starts warming everything up. Just the top layer just starts getting tacky. Still froze underneath, but it's on the top. The sun warms that dirt up, that turns into mud, and that just starts sticking to the tires, and then it go to higher speeds down the road and throws it all over the place. So no big deal. We'll stay right where we're at. Keep going. We're almost done with those piles. Then we'll probably call it a day. We might not even be hauling manure tomorrow. So if we get those piles out, that'll probably be all we'll do for a while. But we'll see. All the pens are clean, and we'll go from there. But right now it's going pretty good. Just about lunchtime, I can feel it. So, so we'll get a few more loads out. Hopefully finish that up. Cows are a little thirsty. Trying to get out. We just fed them some wet hay, oatlage, a bunch of bales we had to buy this year due to the lack of rain, so we didn't get as much hay as we usually do. Probably about half is all we got, if we're lucky there. So it was a bad year, but girls are drinking, all of them coming up here. So oatlage bales, almost like candy to them. So they eat, now they're thirsty. Doing a pretty good dent out of that from where we started earlier this morning. Well, we got one paddle we already pulled off. If we get into it, we got concrete underneath, just in a small section, but it's a good base. Maybe someday we'll get it bigger, but if you see, if you get too far over, it drops off. So we kind of just wanted to have one area, even though we know the pile's going to get bigger than the concrete, but at least we have a solid base underneath. It doesn't turn into a mud hole. Like across the road, when we get into those, you'll see that's kind of got a solid base of just hard dirt underneath. Over all the years that we've been putting hay in the same two spots over there, you get a good base over time. So that's what we have there. Yeah, it looks like we only got a couple more loads and we're done with this. So it'll go quicker now. Cody and I are going down the road around, which will go right behind the yard here. So should go quick. Get this done. Maybe right at lunchtime. Get hungry. All right, everybody, I guess that's a day. That's a wrap. We didn't quite get it finished up. So, oh well, it's starting to get way too muddy out there. You can see we're getting mud stuck to the tires. Pretty big. We're just making a mess of the yard, up in the yard here too. So we're not, like I said earlier, we're not in too big a hurry. We got plenty of time to do it. So yeah, it's February and we've already got that pile almost out of there. So a couple months ahead of schedule. But so that'll do it for this video probably. So yeah, we're done. So we'll be back again. Robbie's out scraping down the road right now. You can hear him coming down. Yeah, there he is. So like I was saying, it's kind of what you have to do when make a mess on the road. It's courtesy. You don't want anybody driving through that, getting mud all over their car, and somebody comes in and makes a big fit about it. So, but that's it, everybody. We're gonna end the video here. I want to thank everybody for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like the videos. Check us out on TikTok and Instagram as well. Bram's got stuff going on there. Don't forget to share it on Facebook. A couple people did that and it really took off. So, but again, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.